936 test. Yes. Anyways, welcome to the train. Choo choo. Please like, subscribe, and share again. And as you can see, let's get our, we haven't had the skull out in a while, so we'll get him out there, huh? Yes. Alright, well, we got a feast today. Now look, I'm working on eating more. I fasted. I didn't want to, but I did. I haven't eaten since 8 a.m. yesterday. So I went on the scale in the underwear, and I'm 113.8. So last week I was 116. So that's roughly a couple pound drop, 116 and some change. But I went up to I think 118, 119 by the weekend. Because I eat more, I stuff myself with, so that's why I do these little fasts. But I gotta try to get on I gotta meal prep or something, where I make like a couple pounds of chicken and some maybe rice, and I have it so I can make meals out of it. It'll be easier on a Wednesday and on a Monday to eat. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekend is pretty much fair game. So anyways, welcome. So yeah, we got the grinder, same thing, turkey, cheese, no mayo. We got a little mustard on there with some black olives. We got a little snatch snub, aka ketchup. We got these potato legs that I put in the air fryer. Looks pretty good. And we got our old mac and sneeze from Big Y and 2 tenders. And I said, hey, the heck with it. I worked out this morning. I worked out yesterday. I did all kinds of pickups yesterday. I was doing tons of pickups. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 food stores. And we're talking U-boats full of 30 to 50 pound boxes. And then I did a bread place. So I did 5 stores. Bread was nothing. So yeah, a little snatch snub on that. Mm-hmm. So I did a lot of labor. So I said, you know what? I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy myself that mac and sneeze. Why? Because I definitely earned it. And I'm not really worried about it. I went for blood work. As you know, I got a 936 test. But I'm going to take 2 more DHEA. Oh, ow. Take a little fizz out coming out of it. Oh, that's good. All right, anyways. Yeah, how about that? IBC, baby. Anyways, I like to be funny, okay? I feel like I look like the gypsy on Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I look like the gypsy on the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I got the root beer there, so you guys, we're fair game right now. We're having fun today. Okay, we're having a good time. While we're having a good time, we're gonna act silly. This is acting silly. So I got a 936 test. I've taken 4 DHEA today. So I'm gonna continue with the 2 to 4 a day, probably for another couple weeks. And then I I may have to taper down. I'm trying to. I think I'm safe to say, you know, hold on. Shit. Shoot. Okay. Can you see that root beer on there? Can you see the IBC root beer? Oh, just leave it like that, I guess. Things starting to jab in my head. But yeah, so, you know, as I'm, there we go, a little blue sneeze. You know, my body weight as it is now to what it was when I was 128 to 130. Getting over here. So, you know, that's a berberine. Alright, so I'm going to tell you something about berberine, okay? So, let's try. Oh, that's good. Well, that's interesting. Potato lake. So, you know, oh, those are good. So, okay. When I had my A1C checked, it was 5.3. I had a blend that morning. You know, I had, I think what may have messed it up is I think I put a plum in there, a small plum, with my lemon, ginger, and garlic, and maybe turmeric, I'm not sure, and apple cider vinegar. And my fasting blood sugar was 107 or 109, 108, one of those three. So this time, I ate nothing. I think I took 2 berberine. I think I took 1, but I didn't remember. So I think I ended up taking 2. If not, it was 1. And my fasting blood sugar was 80. So it was 80. So I think berberine definitely can help. Just because I've been taking it over the course of the past month. And, you know, considering that's pretty good blood sugar for a fast, considering how I eat. If I ate better, I would have been in the 70s, which is optimal. They say like 70s, you know, 73, 74, 75, 70s, well, 72, 73, 76, 78, anywhere from like 78 down is kind of optimal for fasting blood sugar. But that doesn't really mean anything, you know. Because the A1C that matters. Yeah. It's the A1C that matters. So, but a fasting blood sugar at 80 is going to indicate that my blood sugar, I should still be at a 5.3 A1C, if not a 5.2, 5.3. I should still be at based on that 80. Now, if I fasted and I was at a 109, then I'd be worried my A1C went up. That's kind of the way I feel, and I think it holds true. I definitely think it holds true. So, oh, this was at work, and they had a frozen bag. They're called potato lakes. So I'm like, those will be good in the air fryer. And they are. I'm starving though. I was so hungry. And I wanted to eat on the way to work, but my stomach was so empty. If I had like some Triscuits and some peanuts and like a protein shake and a yogurt, my stomach would hurt. It would have been messed up. So I didn't eat. I needed some bulk like this. So I figure I just fast it out, man. You know, I like to know up here that I can go 30 hours. 30 hours. I actually had a good workout. I did back. The only thing that I had a problem with was probably because the osteoporosis, and I do got a little bit of a mucusy sound, and that's from the bong, and that worries me too, because that could be an indication of something as well. Whenever there's increased mucus production in the body, that's usually the first sign before a disease. And I do produce a lot more mucus in my throat than I ever have. And that's definitely from being a bong smoker since 1998. So that's another subject I need to work on as well. But I don't want to start worrying myself. So we're going to go with just everything else. I totally lost my train of thought on what I was talking about before. Besides the A1C and the fasted blood sugar, I was getting somewhere else with it on, but I got distracted now about my mucusy tone. My advice to anybody out there: don't smoke anything, don't vape anything. If you wanna, partake in marijuana, and you're a first timer, get used to edibles, get used to tinctures, okay? Get used to there's tinctures and there's edibles, so get used to those, because that's healthy. Though there's a lot of sugar in the edibles, but you can, get a tincture, and you can find, all right edibles, probably, or you can make your own if it's, if it's that important to you. But I would do that. You get on the smoking route, you're gonna pay the piper. And I don't care if you're smoking joints, you're gonna pay the piper regardless. Once you add that lighter to it, it carcinogizes, and it screws your whole system up. Metabolically, everything, it screws it up. If you're a all-day user, and I'm pretty much an all-day user. I mean, not all day. I work, so I don't use during work, obviously. When I get home, I use. So whenever I get off work for the rest of the, so I mean, I'm smoking every day. Not all day, but, yeah. When I don't work, smoke all day. I get up, I work out, I shower, I get ready, and I start. There are some days that I have taken 25 bong hits, 30 bong hits, 20 bong hits. Most days are a good 12 to 15 bong rips, if not in the 20s, the stuff's it's just junk now. That it's so easy that it's just like you just end up being able to do that. You know, back freaking in 2010 and 2000, 2010 up to 2020, 2021. Really, it was, you know, it was hard. But now, with all the dispensaries opening up, it's easy, you know. And you get good deals. You can get Ace, you know, high 20s for you know, $30. It's just a waste of money, you know. Like, you really should just learn how to meditate, because that's the best way to do it. If you learn how to meditate, because think about it, then you're not spending any money, right? Unless you take a Tai Chi or Qigong class. But that's for your health. Ah, this is nice. So that's for your health, and it is a diet. I'm not worried about it. And it is, it is, you know, for your health. So that's the way I equate it. It's for your health. So how can you go wrong with that, right? You know, you end up getting on the wrong path. You know, you get on the wrong path. So, you know, it's definitely give or take in some ways, you know. And it's, but I don't fiend for it, you know. Like when I'm working, I don't sit there and I'm like, oh, I need a hit. Oh, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I smile. Hell, I feel like I'm high and I'm not. The way I act is the same way. I think it's just inherent now within my personality. Especially if I have a little caffeine. You know, I just talk away, and I'm just nice and smile, and I'm courteous, and I'm just not, you know, just good, you know, at ease, laid back. One coworker, he was a volunteer for just a few months. I love the guy. He was awesome. Such a nice guy, really. I miss him. We had some good talks. He came with me one time in the van, and he would mess with me in the pantry, grab my belt buckle. He was a boxer. He was an ethnic guy. He was flown in. He ended up being in some of the projects from the nearest city to mine. And when he was younger, and he took up boxing, and he did boxing for like 7 or 10 years. I think he said amateur. And when he grabbed my belt buckle, I was like, whoa. He's like, you're not going anywhere, Mike. He's like, don't leave me, Mike. He's like, you set me up, Mike. You know, he was the best. But when he grabbed my belt buckle, and I was like, whoa. I was like, if he wanted to, I think he could have like taken me down by grabbing the belt buckle. I'm not shitting you. Yeah, if he wanted to, he could have, by this, he could have taken me to the floor. I mean, I obviously would have, well, yeah, he would have messed me up anyways. But I'm saying, in a situation, if a guy grabs your belt buckle, and you feel like you would, and if it's an aggressive, you would want to try to basically get to the point where you stabilize around him with your arm and go this way, and then just torque him and try to get on top of him, and then just smash, you know. But try to get on top if you can. But all BS aside, it was funny, and I was like, damn man, you got a good grip. But we had great times. It was fun. I miss him. Excuse me. It stinks. He's not around. I mean, to be easy with that. Probably just have a little bit, you know. I just wanted a taste of this, so I just. Popcorn chicken. You know, that's a little too fried up. But yeah, I mean, it was just. So a 936 test is basically what an 18-year-old, 21-year-old, 25-year-old, 30-year-old. I could probably get it to 1,000, I think. I don't really know. If I'm absorbing it, I don't know. But DHEA is risky, though, they say. It can increase cancer risk and whatnot, just like testosterone therapy. But that's because it raises testosterone. So see, this is my perplexed issue. Coworker had prostate cancer, prostate removed. Was gonna go on TRT. I told him before he told me that would kill him and bring the cancer back. And he basically said that's what his doctor told him, his urologist. And so, okay, so they give you the TRT, but they'll say anything that increases testosterone will increase cancer risk. So, I mean, is it the testosterone, is it the DHEA that will mutate a cell? Or is it just the increased rate of testosterone that could mutate a cell? I would assume it would be the substance being used. So the DHEA and the testosterone, as it's raising the levels, I think could cause cellular damage. And then with the rise in testosterone, with the rise in IGF in the body, IGF-1, like if you're shooting steroids, your levels increase way drastically, like grams drastically higher. And in some instances. And I don't know. I sometimes think that high testosterone leads to early death. So part of me feels a man is better to have low testosterone, but then in my case, then you're prone to other things. So it's really complicated. I don't know. And I think so OCD and a little bit here. I think as a whole though, I'm just gonna try to see if I can get, stronger and I got if I didn't say it already, I'm taking a pituitary glandular to try to help the pituitary. And I'm taking some stinging nettle root. I think I've already said this, but to try to help with the HGH, all those things, and I'm going to try to see if I feel, you know, in other areas, or, you know, with weights, or, you know, cardio, confidence, you know, whatever. I want to see with taking these other things if I notice a difference in anything. And if I notice a difference, then I'll know it's working. A lot of these increased numbers just goes to the brain, and then you recognize it, and it's like, okay, well, now I have this, now I have that, and then you just try to go with it, you know. I love IBC, root beer. I love root beer. Good stuff. Diet root beer, even better. The diet root beer. That's good stuff. Well, thank you all again. It was nice talking. I needed to get out some, so thank you. And as always, God bless, universally bless, brotherhood, sisterhood, brother to brother, sister to sister, brother to sister, sister to brother.